beautiful subtlety in it, and just and she talked a lot about trying to find some of those elements and incorporate them into this movie as well. And there's a way to do this movie where I think it could be very very heavy-handed, very sentimental, and I think you know, she managed to avoid that, and that was good.
You know, you guys have touched on something I definitely want to address, because you do have this phenomenon around you. But somehow you manage to stay really real. Like, I was talking to a couple of friends of mine that are like huge fans of yours, and they were saying, what I love about Miley is how real she is. Like, all her YouTube videos just keep it super real, and they're like, how does she do it? Because she's this phenomenon. How do you do it?
I don't know. I think I'm a little bit crazy. And I think you just have to, well, I've grown up in it. It's not like it was immediately like some big change in my lifestyle. I mean, I've kind of like been around that my whole life. And not to mention, I don't know, it's, again, I think my dad is probably like the biggest part of that, is, again, he's always saying never stop learning. You know, there's always going to be someone out there that you think is better than you, or something. There's always, keep your mind open, because there's so much more to learn, and the minute you think you're the best is usually when things just, you know, kind of make a turn for the worse.
Shout out to your dad for doing a good job with this one. All right, so next question is for Nicholas and from Aaron. A lot of your books have sad endings. Does this one?
Well, how about I answer it like this?
It's tricky.
Yeah, you don't want to say exactly how movies end. We want them to go see the film. You know, I think you can say that my work pretty much covers all of the emotion of life at one time or another in the film. So you're going to see Miley angry. You're going to see happiness, anger. You're going to see love. You're going to see joy, frustration. Sadness is part of life. So certainly that's part of it, because I think that adds to the whole experience of a film like this. You know, you go in and you experience all the emotions of life in 1 hour and 45 minutes, and when you do that, it's as if you've lived a mini life by the time you finish, and that's what you take out of a film like this. So, yeah, there will be something sad in there, I promise.
But I did not blow the ending.
Well, there you go.
Let's see now the next question. This is from Miley. From Lily, what was it like working with Liam? Were you excited when he was cast? Were you familiar with him?
Not necessarily. He didn't really know my stuff either, so that's okay. But I was like excited, especially, I mean, because this was a kind of a breakout role for me. I mean, people obviously like knew who I was, but mostly from the show, not something from this. So that made it was kind of like a new experience for both of us. I know he's worked a lot in Australia and stuff, but it was kind of a big thing for him here in the States. So it was kind of, even though they were different, we were still sharing something in common, which I thought was really cool. And if he was better looking, I probably would have been really excited. But the fact that he was ugly kind of made me less intimidated.
Sure, it's a mutual feeling.
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
I love this. I wanted a reality show about you. All right, so the next
We'd have no fans left.
Natalie B asks Liam, that is the role.
That is true. You gave the role to Chris. I'm going to second that.
Is this really what happened? Let's read out the question for everybody else. I heard you auditioned to play Thor, but they gave the role to your brother. Does the competition never create problems between the two? You're saying you did him.
Because Liam is so sweet. He gives Chris all the
Yeah, he wasn't doing too well, so I said, look, could you please give it to my older brother? If I get this over him, it's going to crush him.
How gracious of you.
I'm a pretty nice person. No, he got the role, and I haven't spoken to him since.
But you got this role.
I got this one.
Yeah. Which is in some ways paid off.
Thor was what I got flown over here to do a screen test for Thor, and then Chris got it, but got me over here. So.
Exactly. Everything works out the way it should. And now this is a question for Julianne from Vancy. What was the most weirdest, I believe that's not exactly pronounced correct, but what's the most weirdest, embarrassing thing that happened on set?
That's a tough one. Does anybody else think of a weird, embarrassing thing?
I believe Greg has had some embarrassing experiences right here on this set already.
I'm pretty weird, so it's
Really embarrassing, I'm not sure.
Probably us just getting humiliated in front of those professional volley players.
That was funny. That was
funny for you.
I'm so sorry. I would go, okay, take 27, let's go. And then Liam.
See if we can just win one match. We can do it.
So just crushing.
You crushed the soul since then.
It seems like your ego's done all right, though.
You don't like more sports.
Liam, you're supposed to lie about these stories as time goes on. You're supposed to own it. I mean, don't tell them that you
I wasn't good at volleyball.
So what is your sport?
Surfing.
Surfing. So, you can vouch for that?
Can I?
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't
does-
believe she
I
spent
can't-
do
a lot of
I
time
think he's
doing that.
yeah, I believe he surfs. I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
I went and visit him in Australia, and he was like, "I want to go surf. You want to watch?" I was like, no.
She wouldn't
I wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't come.
I know.
Okay, that's all right though. You're not,
Yeah.
you don't
I've
need
never
that.
seen it, but I believe that. I mean, he says he goes to Manhattan Beach to surf, but I don't know if I believe it.
Like a con
Who
artist.
knows what
around
you're
here, huh?
doing?
Okay.
It's a lot of jabs.
What's
I
the
like
next
this.
question? To Greg.
This is good. Okay, so to Greg, this is from Ms. B. You have 2 daughters. Did you find inspiration for your role in your relationships with them? I'm going to break this up. Let's go with that first part.
This is going to be, what is it, a 40-minute?
I believe it's a 40-part question.
It
Yes.
is a true Hollywood story of Greg Kinnear.
First of all, it's 3 daughters now, so.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much. And they haven't seen the film, and so they can't really have much to think about it. And my oldest daughter did get to meet Miley on the set. She didn't know who she was because, again, she didn't watch a lot of TV at this point. But she said, "Hey, how you doing?" And they had a nice little chat. And it was since then. Now she's in kindergarten.
into it.
She knows Miley, so now she's got a lot of questions. Suddenly she's turned into Mike Wallace around the house. Yeah, I need to get a couple things signed, by the way.
Oh, yeah, see, like the way he says it's like
The auction,
no.
for the kids' auction. Yeah. Hey, what do you need? So there you go. I think I answered
Right
it.
on. You attacked that surgically.
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Nice,
Went in
well done.
quick and lean.
So let's move on to the next question from Molly from Lupa. I think you are a great role model. You do what you think is right. Who is your role model?
Again, just my mom and my dad are kind of my biggest role model, and then my producer, who I work with. We wrote "See You Again" together, and basically a lot of my new record. Her name is Antonina, and I think just the reason that they're the people that inspire me the most is they make me want to be a better person and do things to make them proud, and I know they have the same feeling for me, and so when that feeling is mutual, and you're both just you want to work really hard to make them smile and make them happy, and I think that's really important.
Next question. Let's see. Liam, this is from XOXO Gossip Girl. You gotta love these Haleys. Were you excited to hear you're gonna be working with Miley? What did you think of Miley before you met her? What surprised you about her? Let's go with the last question. What surprised you about her, and what little you knew about her?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know a lot about her. I mean, I knew Hannah Montana and stuff, but I hadn't seen much of it.
So is it because you were living in Australia or living under a rock?
Yeah,
I think
I
you live under
guess
a rock.
living under a rock. I mean, I knew who she was, but I had no idea of how big how big she was.
Okay.
I guess what surprised me the most was how normal she was, how kind she was when I first met her. She's an extremely welcoming
Stop
person.
laughing. My publicist is laughing. I am kind, just not to you.
She said how
Have you seen my
I guess
schedule for
what
press?
surprised me is
I'm not
that
kind to you.
when he first met you.
when I first met her, and
She
then
was very
how crazy
kind.
she became really quickly from the first point.
Okay.
I heard that.
But
You
she
go, she's
was-
really
she was-
kind. Someone,
No, I heard that too.
That's
there's
right.
my publicist. I know about it.
Kind when he first met you.
When I first
She's
met
really
her.
kind. She's really cute. And then we started filming.
And then we got to know her.
Let me ask you, because you clearly weren't a big fan of Miley before you knew her. Who
Hey.
are you
I
a
wasn't
big
a
fan
fan
of? Oh, you just weren't familiar.
Yeah.
Who are you a big fan of? Nobody?
Lots of people.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Man crush.
Because I feel like the American audience is just getting to know you now. So this is like an opportunity.
Yeah, I
for them
mean,
to be like,
I love actors like Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I genuinely mean that though. I